Have you ever heard of Dent's disease? It's not something that comes up in everyday conversation. And that's because it's a rare renal tubular disorder. This disease primarily affects males and is marked by a dysfunction in the proximal tubule of the kidney. Now, you might be wondering, what does that mean? Well, it results in a series of health issues. We're talking about things like low molecular weight, proteinuria, which is an excess of certain proteins in the urine. There's also hypercalciuria, where too much calcium is expelled from the body in urine. This disease can lead to kidney stones or nephrolithiasis and nephrocalcinosis, a condition where calcium deposits form in the kidneys. And in a progressive arc, it can even lead to renal failure. Quite a series of complications, right? Now that we know what Dent's disease is, let's delve deeper into its causes. What causes Dent's disease, you may ask? Well, it's all down to genetics. Dent's disease is caused by mutations in one of two genes located on the X chromosome, either the CLCN5 or OCRL1 gene. The CLCN5 gene encodes a protein called the electrogenic chloride proton exchanger, CLC5. This protein plays a vital role in the functioning of the kidney's proximal tubules. On the other hand, the OCRL1 gene encodes a protein called phosphatidylinositol bisphosphate 5-phosphatase. It's a bit of a mouthful, but essentially, this protein is involved in cell growth and metabolism. When these genes mutate, the proteins they encode don't function as they should, causing the characteristic symptoms of Dent's disease. These include issues with the kidney's proximal tubules, leading to a range of problems such as low molecular weight, proteinuria, hypercalciuria, nephrolithiasis, nephrocalcinosis, and progressive renal failure. The understanding of these causes helps us identify the symptoms of Dent's disease, which we'll delve into next, so stay tuned. What are the symptoms of Dent's disease? This question brings us to the heart of the matter. Dent's disease, a rare renal tubular disorder, presents a variety of symptoms primarily affecting males. The symptoms can manifest from early childhood, making it a lifelong journey for those affected. At the forefront of these symptoms is low molecular weight proteinuria, an indicator of kidney dysfunction. This is often accompanied by hypercalciuria, a condition characterized by excessive calcium in the urine. Together, these symptoms can lead to more serious complications such as nephrolithiasis, the formation of kidney stones, and nephrocalcinosis, the deposition of calcium in the kidneys. The most alarming symptom of Dent's disease, however, is progressive renal failure. This means that, over time, the kidney's ability to filter waste and excess fluid from the blood gradually diminishes. It's a serious, often life-altering condition that requires careful monitoring and management. While these symptoms are predominantly found in males, it's worth noting that female carriers of the disease may also show a milder phenotype. This means they might experience some, but not all, of the aforementioned symptoms, and to a lesser degree. Now that we've covered the symptoms, let's look at how Dent's disease is treated. How is Dent's disease treated? It's a pertinent question and one that we're going to address now. Dent's disease, as it stands, has no known cure. The primary focus of treatment is managing the symptoms, aiming to improve quality of life and slow the progression of the disease. One of the cornerstones of treatment involves medications to manage proteinuria, the presence of excess proteins in the urine, and hypercalciuria, which is characterized by elevated calcium levels in the urine. These medications can help reduce the severity of symptoms and slow the progression of the disease. In some cases, as the disease progresses, it can lead to renal failure. This is a serious condition where the kidneys lose their ability to function effectively. In such instances, renal replacement therapy may be necessary. This could involve dialysis, a process that artificially filters waste products from the blood, or in severe cases, a kidney transplant may be considered. While Dent's disease is a challenging condition, understanding it is the first step to managing it effectively. Let's quickly recap what we've learned today. Dent's disease, a rare renal tubular disorder, primarily affects males, leading to manifestations of proximal tubule dysfunction. The disorder results from mutations in the CLCN5 or OCRL1 genes on the X chromosome. Symptoms include low molecular weight, proteinuria, hypercalciuria, nephrolithiasis, nephrocalcinosis, and progressive renal failure. Treatment largely focuses on managing these symptoms. Remember, Dent's disease has been reported in around 250 families, underscoring its rarity. Thank you for taking the time to learn about Dent's disease. Stay tuned for more informative videos like this one.